Double deuce, day 22. Daughters are sleeping in the living room again, so you might hear them talk in their sleep. So, a couple of exciting things. At least it's exciting for me. I've had a serious increase in energy. I decided to start going room by room in the house and like super deep cleaning it, so it's taking forever. I got the laundry room done. I got the kitchen pretty much all the way done. Still a couple of touch-up things to do, and I started the living room, and that took all day. Laundry and everything, roach control, because I have a bad roach problem. Well, bad for me. Not nearly as bad as some customers' houses I see, but not something I'm used to. And it kind of got that way, you know, just the depression and everything. And honestly, as little as it is, you know, the interaction with you guys, and, you know, I got another subscriber, so I'm like at 13. You know, you guys, you know, as few of you as there are, believe it or not, really do help a lot. I don't have a lot of people to talk to anymore. I cut a lot of toxic people out, and some people, for whatever reason, just stopped talking to me. And I took it as God saying that I don't need these people anymore. Because I don't really see what I did. You know, I wasn't being inappropriate, or, you know, if they were in a relationship, I wasn't hitting on them or anything. They just stopped talking to me. Like right in the middle of the conversation too. And haven't talked to me since. So maybe that's God's way of saying, you know, it's time. You have to do this, and I'm going to remove these distractions. Because if I got involved with somebody, and, you know, they were cute, and I liked them, all my attention goes on that. So I would stop paying attention to this plan, and then I would be behind and further behind and further behind. And next thing you know, that 24-month deadline is here, and I have nothing to complete that plan with. Also, something exciting. Every weekend I take the girls, my daughters, to the park. And there's semi-frequently other people there. But this time, there was one in particular. There was a very cute Spanish lady, and I don't know if she was with one of the guys that were there or not. But I did notice she was glancing at me, because my stomach is much flatter, and my shoulders are getting broader, and you know, I got my hair cut and everything, and I was sitting on the bench watching the girls, and I kind of noticed her, the corner of my eye, like, glance at me a few times. So I looked at her, she looked back up at me, and she had like gave me like this big smile. I don't know if it was flirtatious or not, but it felt really good, so that kind of boosted my spirits. Still haven't heard back from my son's mom. She hasn't texted back at all. Let's see what else. Yeah, I've been cleaning the house. There was something. Oh, right. So a friend of mine came over, and I had let him watch the videos, and he said, he asked me if I really almost committed suicide that day, and I said, yeah. And I even showed him the gun I almost did it with, which is right here. It's my Beretta. Now it's only out here because I was showing it to him. You guys don't have to worry about that. I'm over that part. all things considered, I'm feeling pretty good. Spending a lot less. And like I said the other day, need to tighten back up on my diet. I kind of slacked on that a little bit. And I did great the first month. So I'll consider this past week like taking a breather. And I really got to get back on it hard. And I want to, because I only have 2.5 months before I want to be back up in Washington again. So over the next month, I would like to do another 50 pounds, but I know it's going to get a little slower. So I want to hit bare minimum 30 to 35 and then complete the 100 by mid-February or even March, because losing 100 will be extremely noticeable. But I want to tone up as well and really get as good as I can look when I go up there. It's like I said, the purpose of this is the shock and awe factor, because she saw me at 317. It was actually probably heavier than that on the last visit. And overweight people are not bad people. I was 317 pounds. They're not bad people. We are not, because I'm one of them. But I do understand now through talking to people, and it's a little different for women. But for men, and I know there are those out there who don't care a lot about that, and that's great. For the majority of the population, they do. I'm 40 years old. So people can say it's a biological level, it's a psychological level, it's whatever. But when you're that overweight, and 317 is pretty big in the grand scheme of things. It's like 2 average people. When you're that big, it's not just through talking to people. It's not just the person's weight that registers with them. It's the factors that play into obtaining that kind of size that it promotes the unattractiveness of it. It's particularly in men. Now for women, it's a little different. A lot of thicker women and even heavier women can be very sexy. For men, it's not that easy most of the time, because they see it as you're lazy. And if you're lazy, you obviously don't work hard. If you don't work hard, you don't make a lot, and you're not a good provider, and you're not a good lover because you're lazy. It translates into so many things. So giving her that shock factor does more than just say, hey, he lost weight. Hey, he's, an overachiever. He completes goals. He works hard. He can be a better provider in all these things. And being able to do more with my son, have her see that too, because the focus is still on him. She is the ultimate goal for my heart as far as relationships go, but he's still my primary focus. So yeah, that's what it's about. And so I'm getting the house clean, organized, and in order. I've been doing better at work. Didn't really lose any weight the last week or two. Or should I say the last week? But, it was a holiday and stuff, so that's okay. But, like I said, I'm going to start hitting it, hot and heavy again. It's going pretty good. With your guys' support, there's not many of you now, but trust me, it really helps. It registers with me a lot, and I need it. I appreciate it. So I guess I'll end it for today, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thanks.